Hello everyone, welcome to When Power Electronics. In this clip, I will talk about Introduction to EMI, EMC. So EMI stands for electromagnetic interference. Suppose you have a power supply source. The power supply source would generate noise, and it could interfere the noise to other equipment within the same environment. For EMC, it stands for electromagnetic compatibility. So the power supply or your power unit, it has to operate normally in the noising environment. So that's for EMC definition. So a power supply, especially a switch mode power supply, it would generating a lot of noise, and we call it an EMI source. This noise you can split up into two different types: a conducted noise coupling through the cable. Another type of noise is radiated noise, a coupling through air. So we have two different types. We call conducted emission, and abbreviation is CE. Another type is radiated emission, RE. So there are some certain requirements that we have to follow. So there are some certain spec for that. One of the most popular spec is the EN55022. Two different type of class A and B. A is for industrial, okay, and B is for like commercial or for residential type. So we have two different type of requirement, which is the most popular one we call conducted emission requirement, and we have radiated emission requirements that we have to follow and design your power supply to comply with these requirements. So what really caused the noise, the EMI, from your power source? The most important thing is your BC board layout, the techniques, how well you perform on your layout. That could reduce or could introduce noise back into the system. The switching source of your FET, your diode, the slew rate, how fast it could generate the EMI noise back to the source. Your EMI filtering design, which is the most important one too. Also magnetic shielding design. And your power supply topology could also impact your EMI. So this is a conducted emission based on the Europe spec EN55022. We have two different class, A and B. A is for industrial and B is for commercial. That's right. And it has some different bandwidth from like 30k hertz up to 10, 20, up to 30 megahertz. And we have to be complying within this type of spec. We have the peak, and we also have the average waveform. So the class B is a different level. It's a lot lower compared to the class A. And this is another spec we call, this is a radiated emission spec. And this is I pull out directly from the Europe's spec EN55022, published in 2006. It doesn't have the curve like you see from the other spec. And they have a different frequency range from 30 megahertz to 230 megahertz. Then another spec from 230 megahertz to 1000 megahertz. And the peak level will be different, like 40 dB and 47 dB. for two different frequency range. And this is for class A. Class B is lower, so very similar to CE spec above. So that's the end of my introduction for the EMI and EMC, and I hope you learned something from that. So if you company need anything, so you can contact me. And I hope you enjoy the class, learn something, and don't forget to comment any question. And thank you for watching.